So what is up, y'all? Let's get into today's market recap. July 10. So basically, today is a crazy day. So honestly, my bias was correct. I was waiting for the right thing, but the right thing didn't occur. But the right thing happened. Okay, so let me show you what happened. So I didn't lose money today. I saved my capital. My rules prevented my losses. So I'm really happy with that. So coming on to the day, we had this previous day highs. We had a 1 hour fair value gap rejection high, which took the previous day high, and we had this 1 hour fair value gap with some with an 30-minute order block, 1 hour order block at this area, which broke the lows, right? So this is a valid order block with fair value gap. So I usually I wanted to be bearish, because to be bullish I need to like go uh go across a lot of things. I need to oppose a lot of things, but to be bearish, there's nothing much to oppose for me, and it's gonna be a easy one to be, even though we are at the top where we might be close to this. That's what I wanted to be today. Okay, we had this low probably move right there, which we swept here, and we had an SMT as well. So basically I wanted to be more inclined towards this scenario where I want to go look for a shot. Okay, so basically what we swept this previous day high, we didn't sweep this 1 hour rejection high and everything. I generally wanted to see something like this, but honestly, uh that's the rules. If for my rules, I can't just like that enter here. My entry rules are stopping me from entering here, right? So that's a really good thing. And because we are still respecting this, so we can still see higher prices. So that's a really nice thing that my entry is stopping me from doing. So then what happened? Price went tapped into this 1 hour order block and gave this much big candle, just like yesterday. Yesterday I made a mistake. I shouldn't have entered the trade. Today I was not like so excited. Oh my god, it's moving. I was not getting too worked up. Okay, so I was chill. I'm waiting, right? So basically I'm waiting for price to give a rejection. But what happened? Price formed this 5 minute fair value gap, and I wanted to definitely see an inverse of this fair value gap. I for no reason want to enter on a fair value gap that is getting respected. And what happened? Price did this big wig up here, and it respected this 5 minute fair value gap. Definitely not what I wanted to see. So we also basically did a reversal at this point, but this week was still respecting the 5 minute fair value gap. And then price, what it did is it became chopping. It became really chopping very badly. Okay, so we just kept chopping. We kept making, and at one point we kind of made an SMT. Okay, when I made that SMT, I wanted to enter. But what actually happened was I want to see this 5 minute candle close below this rejection low, so I could enter. And basically I didn't get that. This 5 minute candle still closed respecting this candle's previous candle's low, which is something I didn't want to see. Okay, so now what am I doing? I'm gonna be waiting. I'm just gonna be waiting for a better candle, and I'm going to be looking for maybe this 5 minute fair value gap. If price comes into this fair value gap and gives a sharp turn, I want to enter. That's basically what I wanted to see. Okay, so I was like fading this idea. Then what happened? Price pushed a lot like this, a big move higher. So basically, after that, the next second, Trump news and price dumped like this. It basically took my drawn liquidity, which I had for the day. Price took it, so I'm off for the day. So basically, at this area, we had this 5 minute sharp turn. We had 5 minute fair value gap in and 5 minute fair value gap out. But even though that was there, we were still respecting this rejection lows, and we kept rejecting with these big candles. These are something that I don't want to see. Okay, and then price, what it did, price came into that fair value gap, and then maybe I was waiting for a inverse of this candle to enter, but this candle was a fucking 140 point candle. I can't enter this candle. Definitely, no one can enter this candle unless they are in for some other reason at this point. But for my strategy, there is no entry at this point. We were also freshly rejecting of this 30-minute order block. That is something I wanted to note down as well. So yeah, that's the reason I fed this idea, and it was actually a really good thing because yeah, even though I missed this one, I definitely didn't get chopped inside this area because I wanted the confirmation and I didn't enter till I got that. So that's really nice to see price to do. Then it just rejected this moving whatever. I don't care. I logged my account. I'm out for the day. So let's go on to this EU and GU. Similar thing. Okay, we had this SMT. We had a nice previous day sweep in both the things. So I want to be bullish. First leg and second leg. Okay, so this is just the second leg. I want to see this leg take this closest low. Okay, we were running the 1 hour order block rejection under low as well. So which was good. I want to look for a shot. So how can I look for a shot? I had this 15-minute fair value gap. So I went inside this 15-minute fair value gap and I wanted to look for one liquidity sweep into a sharp turn or something like that. I didn't have any 3 minute or 5 minute period. We had 3 minute, but 5 minute we didn't form at that time. Once we formed, I just wanted to see price close below this. That's when the Trump again came and took my drawn liquidity in this as well. Both the things happened at the same time, the same news. That news was basically something regarding Trump's and Iran negotiation and something like that. So basically, both the pairs, my bias was right, my entry weighting was right, and everything was right. But this move was like, it's not like a real move. It's like something that we can't expect, right? Okay, so that's the move that took the drawn liquidity. I don't understand how the news exactly appears to be taking my drawn liquidity because if that's actually a very important news, it's gonna just keep pushing lower, and that's not happening because Trump is literally manipulating this thing a lot. Trump, he's literally waiting for a sweep of this candle, and he's telling, okay, let me now talk to him, and then he's manipulating this shit. But that's nice because I mean that's not nice, but it's good that I was waiting for the right thing, but my rules didn't give me an entry, so I'm happy. My rules saved me from loss, so I'm happy. So today was really a good day. Not good day in terms of the price action or the delivery, but a good day in terms of me following my rules. So that's it. Thank you.